Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. 2022.
Happy Thanksgiving, Black Carnivores. I hope that your day was as amazing as mine was. You know that I have been in New York and on my own for the past couple of years. The pandemic has, really kept a lot of us very isolated. And so I was really, really looking forward to spending this time with family and just, being part of the festivities. So making food and bringing it there and just being part of all of the getting ready. It was wonderful. And I just had a great time. And I hope that your day was as awesome as mine was. Now, today I wanted to share this video with you, showing you how I made the turkey. This is sort of my first effort at blogging, so if it's not that good, I'm sorry. And I hope it's clear about how I made the turkeys. And I'd love to hear how you make your turkey, and if there's anything that new that you learned from my technique. And so let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear you. And also, if you really enjoyed yourself on Thanksgiving and maybe got off track and maybe ate everything, don't worry, just put it behind you and make sure that you sign up for my 5-day carnivore challenge, which starts on Monday, November 28th. So this is the Monday after Thanksgiving. It is a great opportunity to reset. So no matter what happened over the holidays, we can reset and start again, and we can make sure that we can get through the holiday season at the very least without gaining weight and perhaps continuing to heal and get better and lose weight. So I hope to see you inside the challenge on Monday. Make sure you click the link in the description box below, and let's get into this. Let's find out more about turkey making. So I am making Thanksgiving turkey and super excited, making it for probably about 25 people. Never actually cooked for that many people at one time. So this is, going to be an adventure for me. So I was instructed to get 2 turkeys. I got one that was 20 pounds and one that's 15 pounds. So I'm just going to show you right here what I'm doing. So I did not start 4 days ago when I should have defrosting the 20-pound turkey. So what I'm gonna have to do is put it in cool water for 12 hours, and that should defrost it completely. That's what they say anyway, on America's Test Kitchen. It is 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock now. So tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I'm gonna get up and get started with cooking the first one, and I will make sure that you get to see that too. Okay, so nothing has gone according to plan. I put the turkeys in, like I talked about. Well, I guess that was about 5:30 or 6 yesterday. It was supposed to take 12 hours for them to defrost, but now it is, I think, about 7:30, and the small one is still not completely defrosted. So I can only assume the big one is, still frozen. So that's a little bit frustrating, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. I also am starting way later than I anticipated or wanted. I wanted to be getting the turkey into the oven at 6 a.m. But like I said, it's about 7:30. So, and now I realize that there's no V-rack here or appropriate stuff. So I'm gonna actually take a run to the grocery store, get some butter, some more sage, roasting pans, and probably some onions and carrots so that I have something to lay the turkey on. I usually use a V-rack when I'm cooking turkey. I like, that the shape that it keeps, and I like, that it roasts all around. But, there isn't one here, so I'm just going to, lay it on a bed of vegetables, and hopefully everyone will like that. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so I am back from the store. I picked up some onions and some carrots, which I'm going to add to the turkey. And I didn't buy sage earlier, and there is no more at the store, and I don't feel like driving around looking for any. So I'm using rosemary and thyme today, and it is going to be just wonderful, even if not traditional. So I was defrosting the turkeys overnight, And unfortunately, I forgot to turn them. So the part, you can see how it's like floating above the water. That part didn't actually defrost. So I'm still like defrosting them. The big turkey, I think, needs more defrosting time, but the smaller one is probably ready now. And so that's the one I'm going to start cooking, this one over here. As you can see, sharp knife cut my finger open, and really hoping I don't need to have to get stitches. So I did put the turkeys in a brine. The way I brine is it's 1 cup of salt to 1 gallon of water, and then you're supposed to soak that for 4 hours. So I don't think the small turkey, I need to start cooking that. So that's been sitting in this brining solution for about, I don't know, maybe an hour, not even an hour. But the other one, the bigger one, I'm gonna be able to brine for the full 4 hours. So I'm gonna try to keep this quiet because it's still quite early and I don't want to wake up the rest of the household, but I just put in the second turkey. This is a 21-pound turkey, and I think it's gonna go really well. So this is the turkey that I actually brined for 4 hours yesterday. I have brined turkeys before, loved the results. It really makes the meat very juicy and tender. And really well seasoned, because the water draws the salt in, and then the salt is sort of deposited in the meat, and the salt actually works to soften and loosen the protein fibers, so the meat tends to be more tender and less tough. So those are the benefits I find from brining, and they're dramatic when you're talking about poultry. So you might really, really love the difference. This time I sauteed some onions and carrots, and I used thyme and sage, and use that to season the bird. I don't use salt in the seasonings or on the skin when I do the brining, because it is pretty salty, so if you add salt, this is going to be like, terrible, too salty. So I just use thyme and sage and unsalted butter, and yeah, it smells great. I'm just excited to to eat it. Now, one thing I'm going to do is, I used to use this recipe that used a maple glaze and laid strips of bacon across the breast of the bird. I don't want to do that this year, even though I made 2 turkeys, and the other one, I had not put any sweetener on, but I don't know, I figure I should not be a purveyor of sugary stuff as much as possible. One more thing I forgot, I don't know if you do this or not, but I didn't know this until, several years in of doing a lot of cooking of meat. But with the butter for the turkey, what I like to do is leave it out so it's totally soft, mix all of the herbs and spices and, everything into the butter, and then massage the butter all over the exterior of the skin, and then kind of lift up the skin, and sort of without tearing it. You want to be careful of that. But so that you're creating space between the skin and the meat, and then rub a lot more butter in there, all over, and down the sides and everything, but under the skin. So that also helps to really get the flavor in and to keep keep the turkey really moist. And then of course you want to baste it during the cooking process. And you can see I laid bacon strips across the breast of the turkey. This gives, great flavor, of course, and it also protects the breast from getting too dried out and overcooked. So that's something that you can always do. And here is the final result. This is a beautiful, beautiful dinner. I feel very pleased with the outcome of this, and I hope that you enjoy it yourself. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, y'all suck at
Wait,
this. One more time.
My hands are greasy.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Dang.
I did the wish.
All right, I hope you wish for 10 more wishes.